Hey guys, what's up? It's Queenie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button because it is free just for today. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for coming back. Obviously, you can see from the title, this is all going to be about wigs and how I install my wigs. Today's hair that I'm going to be using is from a company called RiRiHair. And I'm just going to show you guys how I install my wigs for when I don't want to use any glue or any like sewing or anything like that. I secure it without having to have like a permanent hold on it so I can take it off at night basically. So just a little bit about the hair. I'm going to be using a 18-inch body wave lace front wig, and the packaging came very nicely. It comes with a nice little bow in a box, and then you open it, has all the information. The wig obviously comes in a hairnet and some stuffing so it keeps its shape, and then it comes with a nice hairbrush for the hair, a wig cap, and basically everything you need to install this hair. Okay, so let's just get right into this. The reason I mentioned that you don't need bleach for this tutorial is because this wig already comes bleached, which I was actually really surprised at. A lot of companies say that the knots are bleached, but they're not actually. If you don't want to bleach your hair anyways, I'll explain how you can kind of camouflage that. First things first, you have to start with your base, which is your head. And I really try to make sure that the cornrows that I do are super small, or as small as you can make it. And then I have this cap on it that is close to my skin color. And then all I'm doing is I'm literally just putting it on my head, and then we'll work with it. Okay, so as you guys saw, I did not do anything to my cap underneath. I didn't glue it down, I didn't spray it down, I didn't cut it. I'm literally just leaving it like this. So I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit right there so you can see my hairline. And the method that I'm gonna be using is really gentle, so I'm probably not gonna lose my edges after this, hopefully. This wig already has combs in it, so it clips nicely in the back. And if your wig doesn't have combs in it, add a comb to it, put it in the back part, and that's about it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna flip this part up like this. And I'm gonna take some Got To Be Freeze spray. So this is what I'm gonna use to secure it, and then I'm gonna add a few other things after this just to make sure it looks nice and clean. And in this process, I like to do 3 layers of the freeze spray. It's not too strong, so you can take it off easily. A little bit of water or just going in the shower, the humidity will like loosen it up. You can either use an actual blow dryer or you can just use a fan. And just kind of make sure that it gets sticky. Sometimes I like to do this because I feel like I have more control over it drying too fast or too slowly. I feel like this is the most basic way to put on a wig if you don't know how. You don't need any special tools. If you have a hairspray that's not the Got To Be Freeze spray, you can use one that's like just a strong hold hairspray and do the exact same thing. It doesn't have to be Got To Be. I just find that this one is the strongest. Okay, so now that the hairspray is a little bit sticky, I'm just gonna pull down the lace to the spot that I want it, which is just a little bit in front of my edges. Okay. For the sake of this video and time, I'm just gonna use a blow dryer because we don't have all day. Okay, so this is just the first little layer, I guess, of the securing process. Okay, so the next thing to do if you don't have glue or if you don't want to use glue, make sure you have an elastic band at the back of your wig. So this one, thankfully, already comes with one, so I actually don't have to put any on myself. So all you have to do is secure a band right from where your ear is. So you can see it right here. And one right here all the way across, so when you hook it up or when you put it on your head, it pulls your frontal back and lays it flat, so then you don't have to sew it down or glue it down. And when someone pulls on it, or if you know it's a little windy, it's not going to go anywhere because it's actually attached at the back of your head. So it's laying pretty flat. I'm still gonna go in and do a few more things, but it is not going anywhere, and I haven't even glued it down, so that's always good. I'm gonna go ahead and get some Eco Styler and just lay my edges so then it camouflages the little line. But you guys can barely see the difference between my lace and my head right now. And we haven't even done anything else. All I'm doing is taking a little edge brush and I'm dipping it in some Eco Styler, and I'm just gonna start swooping my edges in the spots that I feel like would look best. And for this wig, I actually didn't pluck anything because it came pre-plucked, and then I just trimmed it with a little eyebrow thing. So you can pull out some hairs and cut them down if you want, just like that. And then you can add it to your edges. Okay, so even though the knots are bleached, you might find that you can still kind of see the difference between your lace and your head. So obviously you have the freedom to camouflage that, or you could just leave it alone. It's up to you. If you cut your lace short enough, you won't see much. So personally, I like to go in with a little bit of a foundation powder. So I use the one that matches my skin, obviously. And then I just try to camouflage the line right here. And then now I'm gonna take some mousse and put it on my hairline right here. When it comes to the actual part in my hair, I like to go in with an eyeshadow that is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. You can mix your foundation powder and a like neutral, like beige color powder to kind of create the perfect scalp color. So I'm just using like a neutral color because obviously the color of my wig cap underneath is still showing through, but I want it to be a little bit lighter. And then I'm just gonna take an eyebrow spoolie and dip it in some black eyeshadow, just a little bit. And I'm going to swoop the little hairs right here because sometimes they get, they start to look different because of the face powder that I'm using. If you feel like you've overdone the foundation powder, you can kind of neutralize it with a light translucent setting powder that isn't yellowy. Okay, so that is basically it. My hair is secure and there isn't too much going on. Obviously, like I said, you can kind of reduce the amount of baby hairs that you put on the wig, but nothing is moving. This keeps it down with this and some Eco Styler and you're good to go. But the most important thing is having a nice secure band in the back and having some clips in your hair and just making sure that your wig is in the right spot so it kind of like shapes your face. So that is basically it for this video. That's how I secure my wig without having to do too much. There's not too much commitment because as soon as you spritz some water, it's really easy to take off. So that is it. Obviously, this wig makes it easier for this to work because the knots are bleached, the hair color is done, it's pre-plucked, everything is done for you. So if you're interested, this information will be in the description box so you guys can check it out. The products that I use I'll also list down below so you know how to do this for yourself. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!